Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number 2-669-0366. This is a package of two through bolts that are used with the 3800 series mortise lock, and these through bolts are used for doors that are 2 to 2.5 inch thick. You need more than this to make a 3800 series lock work on a door that's unusually thick. Assuming that it is centered in the door, you're always going to need longer through bolts. But you know, an extended lip strike, a longer cylinder, a longer thumb turn, depending on the function, depending on how it's centered in the door as well. It may not be complete. It may not be equally centered, or you know, you might not need to extend it equally. You might have a reverse bevel door with a keyed function, and you've got a 2 3/4 inch thick door, but 1 inch has been added to the to the egress side of the door. You know, so depending on what you need, but longer through bolts you're probably always going to need, regardless of that. And this video is really to just take a visual tour of the item. Dimensional properties on the exterior or female side, about 2 5/16. Overall length of the screw from the interior side looks like it's about 1 inch and 11/16. A little bit of information listed down below. Let's switch to the screen view now and take a closer look. Okay, so this is the item that we are looking at. That's a factory image out of their price list, actually. All this tells us is that the 2-669-0366 is a through bolt bag, 2 each for the 3800 series for 2 to 2.5 inch thick doors. There's a link here to the product catalog that we can open up and pull up all things 3800 series related out of the Hager full line catalog. It's a mortise lock. A grade 1 mortise lock is what this series is. Won't be anything related to this through bolt here, except that it's a handy document if you need to review the entire 3800 series line. Functions, trim designs, accessories, that sort of order. You know, obviously a description of all of the functions is written as well. Obviously electrified options are available. Accessories are back here, different strikes. You don't often see a radiused corner ASA strike, that's for sure. Not impossible. I don't know that I've ever actually seen one. Okay, so you know, not a real document handy or germane to what we're talking about. However, there's a link below this video as well to the installation instructions for the typical 3800 series lock, and they refer to the through bolts here, even though they don't look like what we have. As you scroll through, you will get to showing that inner assembly, outer assembly. There we go. So they don't look rounded like this, or well, actually, it might just be showing it on that end where we're seeing the, you know, it's wider, and this isometric view doesn't really show us. But yeah, that's where they go. The outer assembly is what the female part goes through, all the way through the door, obviously to the inner assembly, where your bolts are going to run through that inner spring cage. So handy document. There's also a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, and when we click on that, we'll be able to pull up not only all of the Hager products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Encyclopedic documents would be kept here as well. I can't say there's that many here for Hager, but there's a Hager keying service manual with a companion video here that I made going over that document. There's also a 2010 ADA Standards for Accessible Design. Why does that pertain to Hager? Well, I thought I would put it there because it certainly pertains to Hager, as they manufacture, obviously, lock sets, which are certainly governed by ADA requirements, but also thresholds and things of that, automatic door bottoms as well. So a review of that document is certainly very handy. Let's wrap up this video on camera. Okay, in conclusion, why you would end up needing to order this. Well, oops, the door is 2 1/4 inch thick, I suppose. But again, you might need other parts to make it work. Although, if you have a passage set and you don't need an extended lip strike, then it's probably not going to be much of a problem at all. But this is it. The name Hager has been synonymous with commercial building products since the mid-19th century at some point. Not that you can, but if one were to root around in the Hager voicemail prompt system, you are going to hear the last name Hager several times. So they are I don't know how many generations that they're currently on. I would imagine it has to be 7, I would think. Something in that range. They are a quite comprehensive provider of everything commercial door and hardware related, except the door and frame itself. They make everything else: the hinge, the lock, the exit device, the door closer, the accessory hardware, sliding door material, weather stripping. They have a full complement naturally of Roton continuous geared aluminum hinges, and on and on and on. A very loyal client base I find with Hager. If you have any questions on the 2-669-0366 package of 2 through bolts for the 3800 series for 2 to 2.5 inch thick doors, or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.